The Bug Out Day Camp was designed for youth to learn about insects, about their niche in our food webs and their importance in the world, and also for them to learn about some integrated pest management practices.
Sophisticated, that it's one of my favorite insects, and it's a cool looking insect.
Upside down here, you might want to flip that around. Okay?
As long as Miranda's only working.
Yeah. Going over here.
Clear plate for it to come through. So we're mostly magnifying on the top. You see it when the plate falls. All right, before we move to the next section, I want to make sure that everybody has any. We can hold it with one hand and rotate it with the other hand. Out, is it tucked under? Is it
Tucked under.
okay? It sort of looks like we want to try, if possible, to keep things like aphids and white flies and thrips from getting into the green. I got to keep it moving. If I stop, then it could have something that would fly out. See it very clear. There's several grasshoppers. There's some leaf hoppers. Aha! I think I see a big-eyed bug. On day 2 of the Bug Out Day Camp here at the Swanee Valley Agricultural Extension Center, we have taken the opportunity to teach the youth how to search for and collect insects, and then to be able to come back and sort through all of the things that they've collected and learn how to identify what the insect might be, and also to learn how to pin the specimens and start their own insect collection. So that through using tools like an insect sweep net and taking a trolley ride out onto the farm in the various spaces that we have here for them to be able to collect insects, we were then able to bring them back and have the utilization of microscopes, scan lenses, and pinning boards and insect pins for them to be able to discover insects in their own way and also to start to make their own collections.
See you over by the sunflowers. Oh, we're going on.
Side to side. There you go, much better. Is the stink bugs, which we do have a lot of stink bugs.
We do.
And you see the little triangle in the stink bugs. This is the stink bug.
Switch it.
Where's Tyson?
He's breathing. I can see him breathing under here. He's breathing. I know.
So I'm going to get behind one of these veins on the wing here. I'm going to pull that out. And then on the front one here.
I'm going to go look at the one of the bags.
On day 3 of the Bug Out Day Camp, we visited the Florida Department of Agriculture's Division of Plant Industry and viewed their arthropod collection. And we also toured the Museum of Natural History at the University of Florida, where we experienced the butterfly rainforest.
So if you were to make your collection and you had a drawer like this, you'd have one box for the butterflies and the moths. Those would be Lepidoptera. And if you had some beetles, that would be Coleoptera, right? And that would go in the next one. Almost all the beetles there, they're all exotic. We do have some large beetles here in Florida. I could show you which ones they were, but most of those really great looking.
Wow. Imagine getting bitten by that one.
Something to think about. What do I mean? And you can see that the male of the dung beetles, each one of them's got a huge horn on it too.
No, they got just one. When these hands goes one, they're gonna, I think.
On the final day of day camp, youth worked in teams to creatively build their own bugs. They built pollinator boxes out of logs and bamboo. They learned about pheromones through a scent game, and they learned about the great nutrition that can be gained by eating insects. They watched a movie about bugs, and the grand finale was a special tasting party consisting of gourmet crickets, mealworms, and chocolate-covered ants. Bon appetit.
How about we do this?
Not with you.
How about we do this?
Walking stick.
Dragonfly.
So push it down. Down. Good. Okay. Now reverse. There we go. Yep. Yep.
No, that didn't work. Some insects are a little confused.
Asparagus, would it equal a grasshopper? Yes.
One last memory of bug out camp.
Gourmet, covered ants.
One more mealworm.
All right.
No, I take
Not, okay, you didn't have your crown